today we are going to see the LRU and optimal page replacement algorithm. So let us start with LRU. Now in FIFO, the logic was replace the oldest page. Now here LRU stands for least recently used algorithm. So whichever page was recently used, that is not replaced, but which was least time used, that is replaced by the new page. Whenever the page is accessed, its last use time is associated, means a record is kept when was the last time the particular page was used. Then this LRU replacement associates with each page the time of that page last time. Means say suppose particular page is there that was used, say suppose 10 minutes earlier. So whatever was the current time, that will be recorded. So the last time any page was used, that particular time is noted in the system. Whenever a page must be replaced, this least recently used algorithm, what it does is that whichever page which has not been used for the longest period of time, so that will be replaced by the new page. And like our FIFO algorithm, this algorithm looks backward in time. And how it is implemented? So it is implemented by using counters or stacks. Means counters or stacks could be utilized to maintain the last time a particular page was used. So now let us take one example so we will understand how this least recently used algorithm is used. Like I have shown you in FIFO, again we will take one reference string of pages and we will consider that our main memory has 3 available frames, and one by one we will fit all these pages into our main memory. And like we have calculated page fault and page hit for FIFO, similarly we will calculate page fault and page hit for this particular LRU algorithm. Now first 7 page number is there. Obviously our current memory is empty, so this will result in page fault. So I will use this symbol to indicate the page fault. Then again see next page, again this is not present in our main memory, hence again page fault will occur. So this will be the second page fault. Now in main memory again there is no one page number, so again the page fault will occur. So far there are 3 page fault. Now consider the next page number 2. Now this is not actually present in the main memory, isn't it? So again page fault will occur, but now question is that we have to bring this page number 2 into our main memory. So our question is which of this page is needs to be replaced. In FIFO what we have done, we have replaced the oldest page, isn't it? This LRU logic, what it says is that, like I have told you, FIFO you have to look backwards here. Now when was the last time this page number 1 was used? It was recently used. When was this 0 page number was used? It was recently used. So 7 is the page which was least recently used, right? Hence we will replace this 7 with 2. So here you can observe I have replaced 7 with 2. Again we will see the next page, that is 0. As you can see 0 is already there in main memory. So this will result into page hit. So I will use this star indication to indicate the page hit. Now next page number is 3. Now 3, so obviously 3 is not present here, so it will lead to page fault. Now the question is which of this page needs to be replaced, isn't it? So again let us try to observe the content of this frame buffer. So 0 was recently used, then 2 was used. So 1 is the page number which was least recently used, isn't it? So hence 1 is not the oldest, but it was least recently used, Hence, we will replace this 1 with the 3. So as you can observe here, 3, we are replacing 1 with page number 3. Now again, consider the next page number 0. So here again, it is present in the main memory. So we will write here page hit. Consider next page number 4. Now again I will go backwards here. So 0 was recently used, then afterwards 3 was recently used. So 2 is the page which was least used, isn't it? So 2 will be replaced by 4. Now again consider second page number. So now observe here, 4 was recently used, 0 was recently used, so 3 was least recently used, isn't it? So we will replace this 3 with 2. Then consider next page number, this is 3. Consider the contents, again I will see backwards. So 2 was recently used, then after 2 4 was used, so the least recently used is the 0. So this 0 will be replaced by 3. Then consider next page number 0. Again consider here. So 3 was recently used. Then after that 2 was recently used. So 4 was least recently used. So 4 will be replaced by 0. And all these page replacements are nothing but the page fault, isn't it? Because we are replacing some least recently used page with the new page. Now consider this 3. So 3 is present in the main memory, isn't it? So this is page hit. Then again 2. Yes, 2 is there in my main memory. So this will be my page hit. Then afterwards 1 is there. So again I will look backwards. So 2 was recently used, 3 was recently used. So 0 is the least recently used. So I will replace this 0 with 1. So observe here 0 is replaced by 1. Now again, so this was page fault. So again consider 2. So 2 is present in main memory. So this is page hit, isn't it? Now consider next page 0. So 0, so 2 was recently used, 1 was recently used, so 3 is the least recently used, isn't it? So 3 will be replaced by 0. Again this is a page fault. Now consider 1, so 1 is present in the main memory, so this will lead to page hit, isn't it? Then afterwards 7 is there. So consider now 1 was recently used, then 0 was recently used, so 2 was the least recently used, isn't it? So 2 will be replaced by 7. Now this is again page fault. Now consider next page 0. This is already there, so this is page hit. Then afterward next 1, so again this is present, so this is page hit. So what this least recently used algorithm does is that it looks backward and whichever page was very least recently used, that is replaced by the new page. And means what actually it follows the logic is that suppose if you are recently using that page, isn't it? So that will be required in the future. That is the assumption used in this least recently used. Now let us calculate the page fault. So page fault are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So page fault are 12. And what about page hit? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So page hit is 8. So this is how the least recently used algorithm works. After this, I will now go to the next algorithm. Moving ahead, the next algorithm, that is the optimal page replacement algorithm. So what actually it does is that unlike FIFO or LRU, this looks forward in future, right? So it will see that if a particular page is going to be unused for a long time, okay, so that will be replaced by the new page, right? So what is the logic here? It replaces the page that will not be used for the longest period of time. Then if you compare it with FIFO and LRU, this has the lowest page fault rate, right? And it replaces the page that will not be used for the longest period of time. And this algorithm looks forward in time. See, the earlier two algorithms were looking backward in time, and this algorithm looks forward in time. I'll just explain you with the example so that you will understand how actually it looks forward in the time. Since it looks forward in time, it is very difficult to implement because then you require the future knowledge, isn't it? Means you need to know which pages are going to be required in the future, isn't it? So that is why even though it has the lowest page fault rate, so it is difficult to implement, right? So let us take one example for this. Again, I have taken one string, okay, and I have considered that there are 3 frames in main memory. So this is my string. So let us start with the page number 7. Obviously first 3 will be the page fault, right? I'll use the same notation for indicating the page fault. So 7 is not there in the main memory, so page fault. 0 is not there, hence page fault. Then again 1, this will be the page fault, right? Now consider here page number 2, right? So far we were looking backwards, but in optimal page we are supposed to look forward like this, right? So consider, now say suppose here 0 will be required in the future, isn't it? So I'm not going to replace that. Now after 0, when the next time 1 will be used, yes, I am seeing the 1. So I am not going to replace 0 and 1 because there are chances that they will be required in the future, isn't it? So I am replacing this 7 with 2. See, in LRU, FIFO, we have replaced 7, but the logic was different. And as you move ahead, we will understand how this logic will work to solve our problem. So again, this is sample case of page fault. Then after that 0 is there. So 0 is already present in main memory. So this is a page hit. Then consider 3. So 3 is not present in main memory. So it will be page fault. Now again I will use the same logic. I will look forward. So I am going to require 0 in the future, and then after 0 I am going to require the 2. So I will not replace this 0 and 2, but I will replace the 1. So here observe 1 is replaced by 3. Next consider 0. So 0 is present in main memory. So this is page hit. Now consider 4. So 4, 2 is going to be required in the future. Then 3 is also going to be required, right? So I will replace the 0 with 4, right? So observe here 0 is replaced by 4. Now consider next, it is 2. So 2 is present in main memory. So this is page hit. Then 3 is there. So again this is page. See the difference, since we are looking forward in time. So the number of page faults are getting reduced. And this is the advantage of using optimal page replacement algorithm. Now consider 0. So 0 is not there in our main memory. So this will lead to page fault, isn't it? So now consider which will be required in the future. So if we look forward, so 2 is required, then 3 is required. So I need to replace this 4, isn't it? So 4 will be replaced by 0. Now consider next 3 is there. So 3, yes, it is present in main memory. So page hit. Then 2, again this is present. So page hit. 1 is not there in main memory. So this will be page fault. Now we require to replace some page. So again look forward here. So 2 will be required, 0 will be required. So I need to replace this 3. So this 3 will be replaced by 1. Now consider next 2 is there in main memory. So this is page hit. Then this is again present. So this is page hit. Then 1 is there. Again this is present. So this is page hit. Then next consider 7. So again I will look forward here. So 0 will be required in future, 1 will be required. So I'll replace the 2 with 7, isn't it? So 2 is going to be replaced with 7. So this is page fault. Now consider next 0. So this is present. So this is page hit. Then 1, this is present. So consider this as page hit. So if we now calculate our page fault, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So see here, value is 9. So this is the same string that we have used in the LRU. So there were 12 page fault. And now consider here page fault have reduced, isn't it? And then page hit is, now here number of page hit has increased, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So consider this page hit is 11. So this optimal page replacement algorithm gives us the best result in all the 3 page replacement algorithms. But since it looks in future, it is very difficult to know what will be the page requirement, isn't it? So hence it is difficult to implement. So this is all about the optimal page replacement algorithm.